Previously on TSR Live.
Back when I was a kid, basically it was cats, devils, and nurses. Those were the only slutty costumes, but now, now everything is, everything is a slutty costume. Slutty pirate, slutty superhero, slutty construction worker, slutty nun, slutty football player, slutty teachers. You name it, they have found a way to slut it up, and because the sole purpose of Halloween for females in 2017 is to look as slutty as humanly possible, while also avoiding judgment from most people, I've appropriately nicknamed it Slutoween. Happy Slutoween, everybody.
And now your man, Donovan Sharp.
How's your boyfriend lucky to have you? You're fucking your boss. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? You cannot out-train a bad diet. Never believe everything a woman tells you. She will always leave something out. You're always broke because you spend your money on dumb shit every month. If you've only slept with 5 guys, then why was it so easy to fuck you? What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to this edition of TSR Live, presented by Happy Hippo Herbals. It is Tuesday, October 31st, 2017, and happy Slutoween, everybody! You know, the two best parts of Slutoween, as I move my camera here to make sure I get my girl's pumpkin. My girl actually carved a pumpkin and it looks pretty good. And I had the TV, I had the angle right. There we go. Just move over a little bit. Yeah, so anyway, the two best parts of Slutoween, as I have appropriately called it, is number one, of course, is the candy. You guys know that I have a major sweet tooth. The second best part about Slutoween are the women walking around in slutty costumes. I mean, listen, I love seeing women dressed in skimpy, next to nothing, wearing slutty heels they can barely walk in, on their way to Halloween parties to get drunk and get fucked by whatever dudes make their vaginas buzz tonight. And I definitely hope you guys have a safe Halloween night. And by safe, I mean sex. Safe sex, guys. Listen, wrap the fuck up, guys, because if you raw dog that slutty Wonder Woman you take home tonight, your 4th of July is going to be fucking ruined next year. So make sure you use condoms tonight, guys, and be safe out there. In the spirit of Slutoween, I'm going to tell you guys about the 13 types of females that should scare the shit out of you. And I'm not exaggerating here. So here we go. Let's go ahead and go with number one. Number one, the girl who claims to have been raped. Now, I talked about this way back in episode 33, entitled 6 More Half-Truths That Women Tell Their Significant Others. Take a listen. This is a no-win situation for females if the words, "I was raped," comes out of her mouth, because if she's lying, she's radioactive, meaning get the hell out of there ASAP, because it won't be long before she accuses you of rape if she feels like it for whatever reason. If she's not lying, meaning she was truly raped, which means a man really did force himself on her, she's damaged beyond all repair, which again means get the hell out of there ASAP. It is if a woman utters the words, "I was raped," fuck her once, maybe twice, and then get the hell out of there. Don't stick around to let her mind sort of cook up a scheme to keep you around or to get you hemmed up. Again, that's a no-win situation. Now, here's the thing, guys. We all know that there are false rape accusations made all the time by women. But there are women out there, guys, listen, they have truly, genuinely been raped. A man forced them to have sex against their will. In either case, just like I said, if the words "I was raped" comes out of her mouth, like I said in episode 33, guys, she is radioactive. You are either risking a false rape accusation, or you're dealing with a woman who's so fucked up in the head, she's ruined for life. I talked about women who are really, truly victims of rape in episode 34, when I talked about the Instagram models who sell their pussies to oil sheiks in Dubai. Listen, whether she's lying or telling the truth, a woman who claims to have been raped is dangerous to you as a man. Don't fuck her, get the fuck out of there, and then block her number. This is your only move in this particular scenario. Number two, the biological clock girl. Now, the biological clock girl, this is the woman who knows she's running out of time to have a baby. Listen, all females are born with the biological desire to reproduce. They're females. This is exactly what they do. Now, she can't lock down a man because the cock carousel has turned her into an entitled bitch who doesn't know how to act like a woman anymore, with the kind of thousand cock stare that scares the kind of men she'd want to impregnate her. Okay? Now, it takes her a few years to figure this out, which takes even more time, and at some point she starts to realize that her biological clock is ticking even faster, so she resorts to drastic measures to get pregnant. Now, guys, I ain't talking about the amateur stuff like poking holes in condoms or fishing condoms out of the trash after he leaves and injecting herself with his sperm. Listen, that stuff's for young girls who haven't figured it out yet. That's for young girls who haven't figured out that it takes more to that than trapping a man with a kid. These chicks are normally in their mid, I would say, to late 30s and a lot smarter, and they take it to a whole different level. Gentlemen, there is a website called fakeababy.com. You can look it up, and it is exactly what you think it is. It is a website that women can buy things to make a man think she is pregnant with his baby. I am not kidding you. If you're on your computers, look it up right now. If you're on your phone's tablet, look it up right now. Fake positive pregnancy tests, fake ultrasounds, fake sonograms, you name it, they've got it. And listen, I'll link it in the description at the end of this episode. Now, it's described on the website as a gag gift, okay? But I'll bet my nest egg that most women don't buy their products as a joke or a gag. Guys, these women are dangerous because if a man thinks a woman is carrying his child, he feels obligated to share his resources, as he should, because, listen, that would be the right thing to do if a woman is pregnant with his kid. But here's where the real con happens, guys. If a man thinks a woman is pregnant with his kids, guess what he's going to start doing? He'll start fucking her without a condom, thinking it doesn't matter if he shoots his loads in her. And then when she does become pregnant, there's no news to break. These women trick men into fucking them raw in order to get pregnant by faking a pregnancy and then using this website and others like it to do it. Shit, man, listen, there are bitches out here who aren't even pros at doing this stuff. They do it the amateur way, and they are still fooling dudes. It's unbelievable. In either case, if you're fucking an older woman who doesn't have kids, okay, has never been married, and mentions the desire to be a woman even once to you, watch the fuck out, guys. Bitches like, I'm telling you guys right now, bitches like this, they like to trap men like us. There are no exceptions. Number 3, the pathological liar. Women lie, guys. We know this, and that's one of the main reasons the manosphere exists in the first place. But every once in a while, we meet a woman who lie about shit that they don't need to lie about, okay? Shit like what she ate for lunch yesterday, or what color panties she's wearing. Completely benign untruths that she likes to tell because she's a pathological liar. Women like this are extremely dangerous to men because if you can't even believe what they tell you about things that they don't have to lie about, then you know they're lying to you about anything and everything else that actually matters. Catching your girl in a lie every so often is one thing. It happens, it sucks, you have to deal with it, but listen, it's a necessary evil, but it's not necessarily a deal breaker at that point, depending upon how much time she has in. But when you're catching her in lies on a weekly basis, sometimes even daily, you've got to drop her, guys. That's just all there is to it. TSR Live is brought to you by Happy Hippo Herbals, home of the highest quality kratom on the planet. Like I said yesterday, I decided to start doing combo strains because of, again, I remembered a conversation I had with Chris when he was telling me that mixing strains yielded better results. So today I mixed another 2 strains. It didn't last quite as long as the Malaysian Super Green mixed with the Mang Da White, which are Elite Hippo and Rockstar Hippo, respectively. But it did last long nonetheless. It lasted longer than when I take a single strain. Like I said yesterday, guys, I usually take a dose right when I wake up, then another one at lunchtime, but I felt the effects. Yesterday I felt the effects until maybe 4:30. Today I felt the effects until maybe 2:30. But either way, when you mix strains, it obviously lasts a lot longer. So go to happyhippoherbals.com and try Happy Hippo Kratom today, and you can save 25% when you pay with Bitcoin. And let's take a check of the chat here, see who we got in the house. Alex Garcia comes right out of the gate. Happy Slutoween. That's right. Good to see you in here, Alex. Handsome Bastard says the sluts were already out and about here in Boston. That's right. That's right. Unseen Extreme says Halloween. Listen, man, Halloween has turned into Slutoween, man. It literally gives women permission to dress like complete sluts. Let's see here. Dominic Lewis says, hey, what's up, Donovan? Apologize for missing last week's videos, but I caught up by watching all of them. I had to get the LCD part of my phone fixed. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I know how that phone stuff can be. Kobe Anthony says, happy Halloween. Shout out to you, Deep1985. Good to see you in here. Vanessa Tarleton says, that scenario came up amongst my friends. They'd stay with the girl who was raped. Dude, never, guys, never, ever, ever stay with the girl who says she was raped. Again, it doesn't matter whether she's telling the truth or not. It does not matter. If a girl says she was raped, she's radioactive, whether it's true or not. I do not care. Old School Writer, good to see you in here. Shout out to you. Felon Bullets echoes my sentiment. I wouldn't even fuck a woman if she had claimed to have been raped before. That's right. That's right, man. A lot of women don't tell you that. Now, see, here's the thing. Women, if a woman wants to say I was raped, or a woman wants to claim that she was raped, she's not going to tell you before you fuck her. She's going to wait until you have fucked her already so that you can, you know, develop some sort of bond, whether it's lust or whatever. But yeah, listen, I was raped. That's radioactivity, man. Get the fuck away from that. Chesamane says, I had my ex put a false rape claim against me, spent the night in a cell, and 2 months waiting to see if I was going to get charged, but they threw out the case, thank God. You see? Guilty till proven innocent, man. Guilty till proven innocent. You probably didn't even have a bail. It's unbelievable. Yeah, they're also usually the biggest feminists. That's what Unseen Extreme says. Yeah. You know, I think I saw one text conversation someone put on Facebook the other day that said, you know, hey, I slept with a guy, I had buyer's remorse. It wasn't rape, I was just irresponsible. And then one girl hamstered up some, oh, no, you were really raped because you couldn't consent, you were too drunk. And I thought to myself, you gotta be kidding me, man. Like, this is why there are so many false rape claims, because, listen, there is only one requirement, and one requirement only for rape to occur. The sex was unconsensual. If a man forced himself on a woman, if he forces a woman to have sex with him, if he fucks her and she doesn't want to be fucked, if she says, no, stop, help, she's fighting him away and he fucks her anyway, that man has committed the crime of rape. If she gets drunk and she fucks a guy, that's not rape. It doesn't work that way. Guys, hit the like button as soon as you come in. Be sure to do that. Jamaican Peppa, good to see you in here. Shout out to you. Kobe Anthony says, found this in MGTOW video. Yeah, right. Let's see what else. Let's see. Kobe Anthony also says, hey, Donovan, you know what? I never hear about black women calling fake rape. Yeah, that's because dudes don't want to fuck black women. Like, and listen, the reason why black women don't make false rape accusations is because they know no one will believe them. And no one would. Dude, listen, man, no one is out here trying to fuck black chicks, man. They're just not. Unseen Extreme says there are already too many fat-ass Harley Quinns. Ooh, God, that's gross. God, dude, listen, I love hot sluts. I love hot women who dress up in slutty Halloween costumes, but god damn it, I cannot stand fat wannabe sluts. The biggest compliment that you can give to a fat girl, if you want to make a fat girl's day, call her a slut. Oh, dude, she will love that shit. Because a girl who is a slut is presumably sexually attractive. And fat girls are always trying to prove their sexual attractiveness. So if you call her a slut, you'll make her fucking day. Jessamine says, I wish I knew of you earlier. Yeah, don't we all, man? Listen, I wish I'd found the red pill in my mid-20s, but, you know, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Shout out to you, Alan LT. Good to see you in here. I can't read this. I can't really read this name. It says Iha Thornay. It says, thanks, Donovan, for talking about kratom. It is amazing what this stuff does, man. Guys, I'm telling you, man, kratom is the real fucking deal. Listen, I've used it for over 3 years now, and the very first time I used it, I was like, man, this is great. It's probably one of the most productive days I've ever really had in my life. So when I got the show, man, when the show really started to take off, you know, I reached out to Chris and I said, yo, look, dude, like, you know, I've got a show, I've got a pretty sizable following. I love kratom. I love your company. It's the only kratom I've ever used. You know, why not sign up and be a sponsor? He jumped right on the bandwagon. So yeah, listen, kratom is the real deal, guys. It's not a joke. And the thing is kratom is also used by people who are trying to beat opioid addiction. It's used by people who are heroin addicts. So listen, again, this stuff is the real deal, man. This is not snake oil. It absolutely works, and it's inexpensive. It really is. Yep, Turbattle says Neil deGrasse Tyson. Absolutely. Yeah, so I guess we're all rapists now, right? So some chick accused Neil deGrasse Tyson of raping her. I don't even know the timelines, but people are coming out, oh, he raped me, or he sexually harassed me 35 years ago. Yeah, convenient. You didn't tell anybody. And everybody automatically believes these broads. Listen, it's easy to accuse someone of something when you know that in the court of public opinion, the burden of proof is not on you. But but here's the thing: the reason why they don't go to the cops when they claim to have been raped is because the burden of proof is on the accuser. Men, we don't have to prove in the court of law that we didn't rape you. You have to prove that we raped you. But in the court of public opinion, it didn't work that way. These women who are coming out against all of these actors and actresses and millionaires and celebrities, dude, they're not looking for justice. They're looking for a payday. And because in the court of public opinion, the legal standard in the court of public opinion, or the legal standard in a court of law, is beyond all reasonable doubt. Okay, the court of public opinion, the legal standard in the court of public opinion is a preponderance of the evidence. The difference is the preponderance of the evidence states that it is more likely than not that the crime occurred. And because, of course, we're all trained to listen and believe to women, whether they say somebody looked at them funny or somebody raped them, that's all you need. Fuck out of here with that. Yes, Sharp assists. Sharp assist correctly points out a lot of new faces tonight. Guys, check out the latest content on Donovan's Den. Go to patreon.com// Donovan Sharp. You can also set up a personal consult for all things or Donovan Sharp, rather. Bobby Anthony says, hey, Sharp, you think all the men in Atlanta, Wayne, Gay, got tired of dealing with their dick teasers and always taunting men? Atlantic, nah, I don't buy that. Listen, man, I don't care how terrible women get. If women become, I guess we can use Atlanta as an example. If you're a black man living in Atlanta, dude, you gotta move away from Atlanta, okay? Come to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, move west. It's much better for men here. I'm not saying that this is the land of milk and honey. Listen, it's still a feminist heavy country that we live in, but no. Listen, if a man starts fucking another man, it means he was gay in the first place. Like, men don't get so fed up with women that he says, oh, fuck it, I'm just gonna start fucking men. No, you start having sex with men because you were already attracted to them. So, listen, I'm not giving black women that much credit. Shout out to Jamaican Peppa, $5 super chat. Appreciate the contribution there, brother. Listen, man, you contribute every day, man. I greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Trebattle says, many cops estimate 50% of claims are false. I would put the number even higher than that. Straight up. That's just how it is. Vanessa Charlton says, I like fucking white girls, but from time to time, I wouldn't mind fucking a black chick who can throw it back. Yeah, why not? You know, why not? Freelance Ronan in the house. He's on the road, but Freelance is on the road, but he is still in full effect. Good to see you in here, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Good shit. All right, well, let's move along here. Let's go with number 4. The fourth kind of woman, the fourth kind of female that should scare the shit out of men on this Halloween Slutoween night is a woman who was raised by a single mother. Women who are raised by single moms, guys, are guaranteed sluts. All right? Yes, I am making a generalization, and I will say it again. Listen, no fewer than 100% of women raised by single mothers are sluts, meaning that they have fucked at least 50 guys by the time they're 20. Don't give a shit. I don't care. You can give me whatever statistics or whatever. Listen, girls who are raised by single mothers always end up sluts, 100% of the time. Listen, guys, single mothers are single for a reason, all right? They have no discipline. They have no impulse control. They have no respect for men, and they have a huge entitlement complex. You put that all together, and you've got a woman who's either had an STD or an abortion before she's 30. Guaranteed. These women are dangerous to men. Fuck them once or make them a side chick. Nothing more. Number 5, the drug addict / pill popper / party drug user. Shit like ecstasy, crystal meth, cocaine. That shit really fucks up your system if you do a lot of it over an extended period of time with no break. It really fucks up your system because they cause a dopamine and serotonin overload. Everything looks better. Everything feels better. Everything, I mean, of course, including dick, which is why there's so many girls out there who can't enjoy anything. They can't enjoy anything anymore because their receptors are fried. Okay, so they're either complete bitches all the time, like my ex-wife was, because she's fucking miserable because she can't enjoy anything all the time, most of the time, or they have to use these drugs in order to feel any sort of enjoyment or excitement. Now, obviously, women like this are dangerous because if you're with a girl who uses drugs and you get pulled over, she's putting your freedom at risk. Or if you're with her when she buys the drugs, she could be also putting your life at risk. Guys, don't get serious with girls who use drugs on the regular, guys. Fuck them and chuck them and keep her phone number in case she had a slump. It's your only option. Number 6, the chick who is on antidepressants and or anti-anxiety meds. Now, one of the consequences of being a former drug addict is that it's only a matter of time before they need antidepressants, anti-anxiety meds to feel normal. But here's the thing, guys. Women are extremely volatile by nature anyway. They're women, all right? Women are never chemically or hormonally identical from one day to the next. One day she loves you, the next day she wants to kill you. The day after that, she wants to have your children. The next day, she wishes you got hit by a bus, and on and on. Then her menstrual cycle makes her want cock in every hole for 10 straight days when she's ovulating. Then it makes her hate the world when she's PMSing. Then it bloats her, makes her body hurt, and causes her to be lethargic while her pussy bleeds, and it all starts again on day number 1. You factor all that in. And then you want to throw in antidepressants and anti-anxiety meds, which can cause suicidal and homicidal ideation on top of that? Guys, either proceed with caution or treat her like a single mom. Or treat her like a woman raised by a single mom. Number 7. She's been engaged more than once, but has never been married. Women want nothing more than to belong to a man, guys. They also want access to a man's resources. Now, the easiest way to get both is to get married. Simple math. But if you meet a woman, and she tells you she was engaged to be married, but the wedding never happened, that's a red flag for obvious reasons. But if she tells you she was engaged more than once, but has never been married, you need to watch her back, because she is hazardous to your mental health, your emotional health, and your financial health. Women like this, guys, are parasites. And there are more of these kinds of women out here than you might think. These are females who never intend on getting married, but they like to go through the motions for no other reason but to inflict as much emotional and financial damage to men. Something really bad happened to her, and it's warped her mind to the point where she's a danger to herself and men. She wants to punish men for whatever fucked up thing happened to her. These women are called black widows for a reason. And if you find out she's been engaged more than once but has never tied the knot, you are playing with fire if you stay with her. You guys can follow me on Twitter at Donovan_Sharp. Also, be sure to add me on Facebook. Just do a quick search for Donovan Sharp. Be sure to send me a message request so that I know that you are a real person. Also, be sure to like my Facebook page, TSR Live with Donovan Sharp. You can also follow me on Instagram at The Sharp Reality, no spaces, all one word. You guys want to listen to all past episodes of TSR Live, or TSR, The Sharp Reality, They are available on SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play, and of course right here on YouTube. For all things Donovan Sharp, be sure to visit donovansharp.com, where you'll get access to all episodes of TSR, as well as links to my archive on Return of Kings and Negromanosphere.com. Between those two sites, guys, I have nearly 150 articles posted over a 4-year period. So be sure to check those out if you are looking for a supplement to the show. Also, be sure to check out Podpics, the Podpics section of my website, if you want to see text exchanges I've had with various women over the years. Some good stuff in there. Let's check the chat again. See what we got going on. Jamaican Peppa says, I'm in Jonesboro, Georgia, and fuck bitches easily by being an asshole. This shit is easy because they want the dick bad. Jamaican Peppa, I lived in Atlanta before I moved out to Vegas. I worked for a company in Forest Park, which is literally right next door to Jonesboro, Georgia, right there off Tar Boulevard, my friend. Unbelievable. It is a small fucking world, man. Unbelievable. I am acutely familiar with Jonesboro and the Forest Park, Georgia area, so big shout out to you. Big shout out to you. I'm gonna go ahead and make Jamaican Peppa a mod here. All right, Jamaican, you are officially a moderator for TSR Live. You're in here literally every episode. You're a regular contributor, and I feel like I can trust you. So, Aunt James says, been waiting on this. Black bitches waiting on their baby daddies to come back, right? The Nightman says, damn, missed the first hour. No, actually, you have not. We're only about a half an hour in. I got started at 6:30. So, 6:30 Eastern, 3:30 Pacific. Kobe Anthony says he added me on Instagram. Good stuff. Good stuff. D. Dula says you are in Duluth. Ha All right, so we got people from the 404, 770, and 678 listening. I fucking hated Atlanta. Oh my god, I hated Atlanta. I fucking hated it out there. I lived there twice. I actually lived there twice. Once when I was separated from my ex-wife for the first time, and then when I was literally kicked out of the state of North Carolina, I was living in a quasi crack house, and their landlord found out that I was living there, and he kicked me out. So my brother sent me a bus ticket and $20 to eat on for the trip down, and I have not looked back since. So, wow, it is a small fucking world. Jonesboro, fucking Georgia. How about that shit? Tap BB says, tuning in straight from Amsterdam, the Netherlands. All right, good. So we got international players in this motherfucker. Good to see you in here, Tap BB. I don't think I've seen you in here before, but shout out to you, my friend. All right, let's move along here with number 8. She has kids, but doesn't have custody. Guys, we know that the American family court system is overwhelmingly biased towards women, okay? Listen, we've all heard about stories about women who are drug addicts, who have drug addict boyfriends, who put the kids in danger all the time, and are still able to keep custody of their children despite having an ex-husband who clearly has a better living situation. There are many other situations and circumstances where the mother is clearly unfit, but the court will not take her kids from her. Listen, guys, we hear about this all the time. It's well documented. I'm not breaking news here. If you start dating a woman and you find out that she has a child or children that she does not have custody of, or has relinquished all parental rights to, or has had her kids taken away from her, you can bet your ass that she's got some sort of habit or personality trait that makes her far worse than the most unfit mothers out there. Because you've got to do some pretty fucked up shit as a woman for the state to take your children away. All right. Listen, I can't think of what those things could possibly be because, again, alcoholics, drug addicted mothers, they keep their children all the time. So whatever it was that compelled the state to take her kids, it's going to be dangerous to you as a man. You can safely make that assumption. Number 9, she has a criminal record. Now, the family court system isn't the only municipality biased towards women. The criminal court system is too. And listen, guys, it extends from the judges to the DAs down to the street cops. And I talked about this back in episode 13. Take a listen. Anyway, later on in the show, a cop, stopped a young white girl who had quickly changed lanes when she saw him in her rearview mirror. And cops will do that. Like, if they see suspicious behavior, if they see you trying to avoid or evade the cops when they get behind you, or turn off or peel off into some shopping center, that sets off their red flags. Like, okay, maybe they've got a warrant, maybe there's something going on, so let me pull them over. So that's what he did with this chick. Now, the girl is a typical tweaker, purple hair, neck tattoo, lip ring, eyebrow ring, the whole 9. The cop runs her license, and it's suspended. Then he finds out she has 3 outstanding warrants. Then he finds crystal meth and cocaine in her possession, and he let her go. It takes more than just breaking the law for most women to get arrested. All right? It has to be an egregious offense, or she has to have been caught more than once doing whatever it is she was doing for it to actually stick to her record. All right? Listen, she may have been popped for drugs, but judges give women all sorts of privilege. They give women first offender program opportunities, community service, felony diversion, etc. So if you find out a woman has drug possession, assault, larceny, shoplifting, or prostitution, like one of my buddies down in Vegas found out about once, it's not that it's the first time she's committed these crimes. It's not even the first time she was caught. It's the first time the court actually acknowledged that she is a serial offender. That shit's scary, man. Stay away from those women. Number 10. She is financially irresponsible and or has bad credit. Now, women are financially irresponsible by nature because they make decisions based on emotion and feelings, including decisions regarding money. Now, this inevitably leads to more debt than they can handle, which leads to bad credit. And listen, keep in mind, guys, that just because a woman has good credit doesn't mean that she's financially responsible. There are plenty of women out here who make enough money to cover up their financial impulses because they barely have enough left over to pay their bills every month. All right. If a woman makes good money but doesn't have anything saved up, she's bad with money, just like every other woman out there. Anyway, a woman who is bad with money and has bad credit will ultimately end up costing you one way or the other. If she's her long-term girlfriend, she'll spend money thinking in the back of her mind that she can just get the rent money or her phone bill from you. And look, guys, listen, I know girls like this. I've had multiple girls tell me that it is easier to ask a man for money for her electric bill or her car insurance than it is to ask him for money for those new shoes or that new phone or that new outfit that they want. So they buy what they want, then they hit their boyfriends up, knowing that it's a lot harder for him to tell her, no, I will not give you money to pay your rent, rather than the other thing. Women are so fucking sneaky, man. And if you actually marry a woman with bad credit, guess what, guys? Her debt now becomes your debt. There's a shitload of stories like this on the web where a girl marries a guy and doesn't tell him about her debt or her bad credit until they try to buy a house together. That's some fucked up shit, man. And they do that on purpose. Number 11. She has a violent temper. These kinds of chicks can get you arrested with the quickness because they're the type of bitches. Listen, they're the type of bitches that'll assault you, but when you retaliate, they'll call the cops. And guess who they're locking up? Not her. Dealing with a woman with a violent temper can get you injured by her or locked up, neither of which is something you want or need as a man. Stay away from these chicks. Number 12. This is an obvious one, but still, guys are steady. Guys are steady fucking with chicks who associate with criminals, man. Women are drawn to criminals, guys. They can say that they're not, but they are. I remember when I was new to game, every once in a while, girls would ask me about my criminal history, and I'd always lie and tell them that I'd never been arrested, never been to jail, nothing on my record. But after a few years, I stopped lying about it. I just kept it real because the more I learned about the true nature of women, the more I realized that on a sexual level, that they don't hold your criminal record against you. On a sexual level, they don't hold it against you. Anyway, there are plenty of women out there who regularly associate with criminals, drug dealers, violent criminals, criminals who have served time in prison, gun possession, and so forth. Knowing the guy she buys her weed from, okay, that's one thing. But if you also find out that one of her friends went to prison for aggravated assault or grand theft auto or gun possession or something extremely violent, guys, the dangers are obvious. And the funny thing is you'll know the signs because women like to brag about this shit. So if she knows dudes like this, she'll tell you. And when she does, bounce like a bad check. You do not need those problems. And number 13, she has no history. So you strike up a conversation with a girl while you're pumping gas. You get her number, you set up a first date, and you start fucking her. And you think you kind of like this girl. You might want to keep her around for a while. But when you look for her on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat or any other social media, you don't find anything. Then when you notice that she doesn't talk much about her family and friends, and you find out that she moved from Miami, Florida, all the way to Las Vegas and won't give you any rhyme or reason for it other than it was time for a change, it hits you. She doesn't want you to know about her past, and any woman who is protective about her past is hiding something big. Gentlemen, women are attracted to mysterious men, all right? They're aroused by men they can't completely figure out. Who is he? Where did he come from? What is he doing? He's intriguing. Women crave complicated, mysterious, complex men. We as men, on the other hand, are not attracted to that. We don't like mysterious women because women who aren't forthright about their pasts on this level, always have something to hide, and it's always 10 times worse than you ever thought. Listen, even when Jay Gatsby was exposed as Jay Gats, guys, guess what? It didn't kill Daisy's attraction to him, okay? But if Daisy were attracted as a former prostitute, or let's use words back in the, as a former floozy or a tart, or whatever the fuck they said back in the day, or a former drug addict, Gatsby would have nexted her in a hurry, all right? Sexual attractiveness is not symmetrical, and any woman who has erased her history does it for a reason. Plenty of ways to contribute to TSR Live, obviously, like Jamaican Peppa has just done. You can donate via Super Chat. You can also bookmark the Amazon link. Go to thesharpreality.com and bookmark the Amazon link at the top of my homepage. By doing all of your Amazon shopping through that link, you will be supporting the show at no cost to you. You can also contribute via Patreon. And of course, one of the quicker ways to donate is via PayPal. You can find that link at the bottom of my homepage. Guys, whether you're looking for a jumpstart in your Red Pill development or you need a refresher course on living the Red Pill life, subscribe to Donovan's Den. It's just $5 a month. All right? Listen, I've talked about getting over approach anxiety, dealing with shit tests, performance-enhancing substances that can and will change your life for the better, as well as how to become attractive to beautiful women before you even learn game. This weekend, guys, I'm releasing part 1 of a 3-part series on slut tells and how to recognize them. We are all aware of the obvious slut tell markers, like, you know, like tattoos, body piercings, green hair, purple hair, pink hair. But we as men, a lot of times, a lot of the behaviors we pass off as normal, okay? Normal female behavior, normal characteristics, or just normal stereotypical female habits that we would otherwise see as typical harmless women. To get access to these valuable videos, subscribe to Donovan's Den today on Patreon. You can find the link on my website, in the description in this episode, or on my YouTube channel. This Friday, I am going to try a live call-in show, and I'm using air quotes because I'm doing it via Google Hangouts. If you want to come on the air with me, if you want to ask a question, make a comment, an observation, or if you just want to shoot the shit, shoot me an email at donovansharprok@gmail.com. Put TSR Call-In Show in the subject line. When you send that to me, I'll send you a response with your time slot for Friday. That's going to be the time that I will send you the Hangout invitation and bring you on the air. I'm not the type of guy who's going to have 6 other dudes talking at once on the Hangout. I will send them out one at a time. I'll have you on, then kick you off. I'll give each person around 3 to 5-ish minutes to talk about whatever is on your mind. Listen, and if you're a troll, if you're a feminist, if you're a simp who wants to cape up for these hoes out here, y'all are welcome to come on too. I'm not going to discriminate in that regard. So be sure to send me that email with TSR call-in show in the subject line, and I will put you in the lineup for this Friday, and that should be a lot of fun. And so as we round third and head for home, let's check the chat one last time here. We have 45 people watching, which is great. Okay. All right. Unseen Extreme says, plus she's probably fucking them. I assume you're probably talking about the criminals. Yes, listen, listen, women are attracted to criminals, okay? And if she associates with criminals and you are her boyfriend, she is absolutely fucking those criminals. You can bet your bottom fucking dollar, man. You can bet your bottom dollar. Aunt James says if she's making six figures, she's probably spending at least 75% of that income. I agree. I agree. Chesamine says, yep, I've had them chicks talk about her drug dealer guy friends. And he puts in quotes. I'm like, I ain't trying to hear about other dudes. Never mind your criminal friends, right? Fucking bitches. D. Dulaw says that bitch used to be a gangbanging porn star back in Miami. Jamaican Peppa says she's hiding her pants or her past so she can run future game. Listen, this is what women do this all the time, right? If they have an extremely slutty past, if they fucked up a relationship, if they were just the town bicycle, everybody fucked them, dude, they will uproot and completely rewrite their history in another town. They'll start another Facebook page and they'll completely make new friends and start another history. This is what girls do. They can't help themselves. Dudula, shout out to you, my friend. $5 super chat. He says, great show, man. Appreciate that. Aunt James, shout out to you too, my friend. $2 super chat. Unseen Extreme, $5 super chat. Appreciate that, guys. Definitely. I appreciate that, guys. Mr. Old School Writer says, don't let the Sims in. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna let him in, man. Dude, listen, man, one thing I love talking, the reason why I love talking to feminists and simps and these haters is because we got the truth on our side. We speak the fucking truth. All they can counter, their only argument is just to try to talk over us. When they see that we're making a point, they just cut us off. Well, they can try to cut me off all they want to. I've got control. I'm gonna mute their asses, and then I'll let them respond. But they never use logical arguments for anything. You know, so yeah, let them on. I'll fucking fillet those. I'll fillet those bitches like a fish. Jamaican Peppa says, yep, you can't counter red pill truth. No, you can't, because it is the truth. That is all there is to it. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of TSR Live. Guys, be sure to follow me on Twitter at Donovan_Sharp. Again, you can follow me on Instagram, The Sharp Reality. Be sure to like my Facebook page, TSR Live with Donovan Sharp. And don't forget to bookmark the Amazon link at the top of my homepage to contribute to the show at no cost to you. Thanks for watching.